If you've been wondering what's happening down at Ballyhigh in Pattaya, after a year of hearings, applications, building stoppages and more, well, this week some of the buyers called a meeting at Magna Carta Law Office. The Supreme Court has given its verdict regarding a separate case made by the Provincial Prosecutor's Office, and they've issued a judgment that may well affect numerous land titles in the Ballyhigh area. The Supreme Court confirms that certificates of utilisation, known as Norsaw 3, involved an incorrect survey which was used in the application and meant that land, beach and actual sea areas were included, creating a land permit which has now been deemed as illegal. Subsequent to a permit issue, the applicants built a sea wall, enclosing beach and common land, and built what's now much of Ballyhigh area. The case against 5 defendants were upheld. Another 2 saw their cases dismissed. As the original land title deed has been deemed by the Supreme Court to have been issued many years ago illegally, it's now up to the Thai authorities to decide what they're going to do about it, as well as to decide whether they have to revoke all the title deeds deriving from the original or not. The waterfront buyers called the meeting to ask the following questions. 1. Since the Supreme Court has judged that the officers had unlawfully issued the initial title deed, will this affect subsequent title deeds that were issued, derived from the initial title deeds, as essentially the original flawed deed has been split up many times into separate ones? 2. If evidence shows that the issuance of Sawcor 1 number 93 and following to it Norsaw 3 number 93 are all unlawful, will all the title deeds issued derived from those be withdrawn or revoked? 3. As Pattaya City Hall has issued a demolition order on some parts of the waterfront project that was not built according to the construction permit, how will this affect the project and the buyers who've already paid money? Those are the points raised at Magna Carta. Furthermore, if there is significant information showing that there is unlawfully possession and issue of the deeds on other lands in Ballyhigh's pier area, this would greatly affect the ownership of the land and current structures, including the images and utilisation of Ballyhigh Pier itself. Those who may incur losses as a result of findings would now want all related departments to consider this issue seriously based on the legality. Regarding further legal action, buyers are considering a class action suit at Pattaya Provincial Court, and they're asking for a clear strategy. Those are the points raised at Magna Carta's meeting last week, and those points have been confirmed by them before we transmit them right here on Fabulous 103.
The Sports Lounge in Soi 1 off Pratamnak is home to all your favourite sports and food. From 9 in the morning, delicious food, 99 baht full English breakfast, and a daily special for 175 baht. That's available all throughout the day until closing time. Soi 1 Pratamnak in the Pattaya Heights condominium with plenty of parking.
This is Thai Time with me, Tommy D and Crew Fon. Good morning. Sawadee krap. Sabai mai.
สบายดีมากค่ะ
What are we going to learn today?
Teach you the sentence Do you know? Do you know a person, you can say. Do you know that street? Do you know that restaurant? Like that.
Okay.
คุณรู้จัก
Rujak.
and then ไหม and behind คุณรู้จัก Tommy ดีไหม
Oh, okay. So you just put it in. Okay. Kun Rujak. Kun Crew Fon.
ไหม
Mai.
Yes, it's a
Crap.
question.
Yeah. Or you could say Kun Rujak Tesco. Mai.
Correct.
Do you know where Tesco is, yeah? Or do you know
Yes.
Tesco's? Okay, that's a nice one. Kun Rujak. And then you put the bit in there, and then my at the end just to make it nice and polite.
Yes.
Kun Rujak, Fabulous 103, my crap. Do you know Fabulous 103? And of course they're all going to say, my crap.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I know. I said that's a good one because you can remember that. Kun Rujak, Put anything after that.
Correct.
Or person. And then my crap.
Yeah.
Fabulous 103 will see Crew Fon again tomorrow, right here on The Morning Show. Over 60 foreigners without valid visas have been nabbed in raids that began on Friday and continued into the weekend. 2 British men were among those who will now be housed at the Immigration Detention Centre before being waved goodbye to. Before they can leave, they or their families will need to raise funds for the 20,000 baht fine and the flight. Until then, it's less than comfortable accommodation and food. Thai military is on alert as flood warnings continue into this week, with lighter storms predicted for the whole of the next 7 days. At the moment, rivers in many areas are overflowing, and dams have been forced to release extra water to avoid overfilling, in many areas flooding into already covered lowlands. If this week's storms decrease as expected, then flooding will of course recede. More important, dams will be able to release extra water without too much effect. Prehistoric collector's items from what is now Ubon Thani have been returned to Thailand by the family of a former collector. Since 2014, over 500 artifacts have been returned at the behest of both the Thai and the US government. Most were removed without authorization in days before strict checks on borders and airports were introduced. Respect is to return to the paparazzi here. This is the Prime Minister's office has requested that photographers at least show a little respect and desist from shoving cameras in the face of the Prime Minister and other leaders. Registered media will of course be allowed to take pictures. However, the current habit of fighting for front position in media gangs and almost interrupting public statements will have to stop. In other countries too, there's a minimum distance that is automatically adhered to by the media. Here, they'll simply have to back off a bit. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, Sunday morning raids on a Jontiem nightclub resulted in the discovery that it was still open and busy at 4 a.m. Worse, many of the customers were juveniles and drugs were found in tests that were carried out. With the youngsters held until their parents came to collect them, it's likely that the authorities will ask for the building and the patron's license to be revoked, which will mean that the building can't be used in the future to sell alcohol or operate as a disco. Guest houses may get a reprieve after the current ban on unregistered buildings being used for daily rentals of rooms. Word is that we could see a reprieve with conditions set within 6 weeks. If that happens, it's good news for tourists on a budget and we'll see the high season at least recover. Our calls to Westerners to donate blood at Pattaya International Hospital as a British man suffered from malaria and needed Group O blood has been called off by the hospital now as they thank all who have donated. It seems that Fabulous 103 listeners supplied more than enough. An excellent response and thanks from the hospital to all who went to donate. And with the Met Office promising highs of 31 dropping down to 27 tonight and showers at different times during the day, that is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM. Keeping you in touch with Thailand and of course Pattaya, the city of fun.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Rob Schofield at the BBC Sports Centre. Sergio Aguero scored both Manchester City goals as the Premier League champions beat FA Cup holders Chelsea 2-0 to win the Community Shield at Wembley Stadium in London. Aguero's first was his 200th goal for the club, with his second coming after the break. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola was impressed by what he saw.
First title the season, we won it and we play good in these conditions with fit trainings on both sides and with this temperature and both sides, both players to play in that condition is not easy. They did it and fortunately we play in a good level and we won.
Chelsea's new manager Maurizio Sarri, meanwhile, says his team's backline in particular must be stronger.
We have to improve on the defensive phase, especially on the other half. I think so. The defenders can play with less pressure. Today for the defenders was a very difficult game.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, Leicester City have signed Algeria winger Rachid Ghazel from Monaco. The fee is reported to be around $13 million. The 26-year-old has joined the Foxes on a 4-year contract following the sale of compatriot Riyad Mahrez to Manchester City. Burnley, meanwhile, have brought in centre-back Ben Gibson from Championship side Middlesbrough on a 4-year deal for a joint club record fee. The 25-year-old Englishman is the Clarets' first summer signing. The fee matches the $19 million they paid for striker Chris Wood this time last year. Burnley face Istanbul Başakşehir in a Europa League qualifier on Thursday before the Premier League opener against Southampton on Sunday. Manchester United lost their final pre-season match to Bayern Munich in Germany. Spain's Javi Martinez with the goal, and former Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard drew his first competitive league match in charge of Scottish side Rangers. Their fixture with Aberdeen finished 1-1. For more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Coming up next, Pattaya Mail taking you on a road trip.
Coco Fitness in Mike Shopping Mall is giving away free yoga and Zumba classes to all members. And you get their state-of-the-art fitness equipment, air-conditioned studios, and a choice of classes too. Gents, buy 3 months, get 1 free. 6 months, get 2 free. 12 months, get 3 free. And for the ladies who are looking to keep in shape, you get 50% off all memberships. Take advantage of these great deals now. From 7 a.m. through till 11 at night. Coco Fitness, no excuses.
Hey, trouble and strife. Hey, sorrow, won't you be my wife?
Oh, hello there. Jeff Carter here, still in Pattaya. And today I'm on Second Road and I'm going to have a wander about and just see what we can see. Because there's a few changes going on. There's a load of building work happening, new buildings going up, new shops, new bars, and basically I thought I'd just show you around. I'll tell you something, this road's busy, can't even cross it. Look at the traffic today. Does anybody recognise this place? The Grand Seoul Hotel. Somebody told me the lease is up on the land and they're going to flatten it and build something new. A grand old building like that. Fantastic. Hey ladies. Seafood. What are these, blue crabs? And normal crabs and lobster and fish and beautiful ladies. You okay? Pop gan mai. Pop gan mai. Learn that one. Pop gan mai. See you soon. See this place here? Just tell you about it. It's got all the Chinese lanterns and that. This is chocker at night, and you can get your draft beer and all your soft drinks, and then, all right, what you eating?
I eat Thai food.
What is that? Noodles and what? Yeah. Oh, very nice. Okay, see you later. Don't know what she's on about, but that's what they do. They just sit by the road and they eat all the food and things. Right, we'll quickly cross the road because I want to show you something here. Right? This place here now is the Alcazar show, right? There, look, Alcazar. And just here, they're all little food outlets there. And my mate christened them the bike sheds because they look like bike sheds. And that first restaurant, if you're coming for some Thai food, that's the one you've got to go to. Because the food is to die for. Free water and all that. You can go sit there, all fresh veg that you can add to your food and that. So that's a good place to go. And this here, Central Marina. I was in the other day, right, just mooching without a camera, and I thought, I've got to show you this. It's got to be one of the biggest bars I've ever seen in Thailand. So come on, let's go. I'll show it you. Here, have a look at this then. It's a big public area. And it's a massive bar. It's all well stocked, look. Look at that. And it goes on and on and on and on. Volkswagen, how much would this cost you in England? That'd cost you a few bob, wouldn't it? And all they do at night, they open the roof and serve you drinks. And then if it's not raining, there's a band on. So it's all good stuff.
Part 2 of this episode of Pattaya Mail tomorrow, right here on Fabulous Pattaya TV.
This is Soho Town, Pattaya. Look at this for a brand new modern building. It's like an airport, Terminal 21. There they are now working. Hello! Swaddy Cup!
Hey, trouble and strife. Hey, sorrow, won't you be my wife?
Coming up next, fabulous food.
The referees can't decide who the winner should be in the big match between Retox versus Retox Game On. Retox in Soy Lenki is the sports bar with more, and more of those specials, like the 98-baht breakfast and daily Brexit specials. Retox Game On in Soy Honey is the brand new sports bar with 50 TVs, including one at your own table, plus the surprise of a new menu and seating for 200 for any match, day or night. The battle continues 24 hours a day. Try Retox and Retox Game On, then you decide.
Coming up next on Fabulous TV Pattaya.
The Sports Lounge in Soi One off Pratumnak is home to all your favourite sports and food. From 9 in the morning, delicious food, 99 baht full English breakfast, and a daily special for 175 baht. That's available all throughout the day until closing time. Soi One Pratumnak in the Pattaya Heights condominium with plenty of parking.
Jamaica. I love it.
I'm flat on my back and just staring at the ceiling. Breakfast in bed, confusion and coffee upside down and hidden meaning. Technicolor dreams in my head. I could spend a lifetime waiting, just contemplating. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can tell now by the way you look, you're a fool with a hesitating, 'cause you just wanna hear that word.
We don't take any money out of it. Everything is paid for. You're not paying for the tables. The sponsors paid for the tables. You're not paying for the musicians. They were paid for other funds. You're not paying for the sound guys, the light guys. They're working for free. Everybody's working for free. Your money, 100%, is going to children. I guarantee you that.
Hey guys, I'm Megan and you're watching Fabulous TV Pattaya. This evening is a huge evening out here at the Loft by Mabrajan Lake. We are here celebrating the 6-year anniversary of Fabulous 103 FM and also the reopening of the Loft restaurant. It is a big night here tonight. We have Australian chart topper Denny Hines. We also have the guitar king of Thailand, Lam Morrison. It's a massive night. There's hundreds of people here, and the best thing is all the proceeds from this evening will go to children in need. So come on, let's enjoy the show.
To the stage this evening, Miss Denny Hines. Ladies and gentlemen, my favourite rock and roll star, guitar king of Thailand, Mr. Lam Morrison.
Hi, everybody! Hey! 1, 2, 2. We're the dark side. tonight. Let's go. Into it. I'm on the way to hell there, not here. I never been here. I will go to hell there. All right.
Vamos, vamos.
Let's have a look at some of the special events and promotions coming up around Pattaya today and this coming week. A Sunday isn't a Sunday without a proper Sunday roast, and one that we recommend, having tried it, is the Sunday Carvery at Dicey Riley's Pub and Restaurant, which is on Second Road, right next door to the Avani Hotel. A traditional roast with all the trimmings priced at only $4.49, and that includes a free drink too. Over at the Sunset Lounge at the rooftop of the Hotel Barracuda on Pattaya's Second Road, you can enjoy the panoramic views of the city, as well as a 2-hour free flow of wine and tapas. Mention Fabulous 103 FM and receive a special deal of only 777 baht plus per person. That's available every evening between 7 and midnight. The Garden Cafe at Avani Pattaya Resort and Spa promises that you can fill your boots with a feast for all the family at the cafe, enjoying a sizzling international and barbecue seafood buffet. That's going to be brimming with delicious dishes and fresh seafood. Takes place daily from 6 until 10 and is priced at only 850 baht per person. You can find the Garden Cafe inside the grounds of the Avani Pattaya Resort and Spa, and that's a great way to escape Songkran for a few hours.